Good evening everyone. Today I'm out in my town and there's a bit of a festival thing going on the street. I just came out my boxing gym. You can see I'm a bit red here, sparring today, and there's a big event going on the main street, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to come out here and film some content and teach you a little bit about how to keep your family safe if you're ever attending a parade or a street festival or some family event where you're out in public. And to be honest, the threat of this is the risk of a vehicle ramming attack. Actually, not too far from here in Vancouver, earlier this year there was a vehicle ramming attack at a Filipino street festival, a very similar event to what we're going to today. 11 people died. So if you don't know what a vehicle ramming attack is, it's when a lunatic drives a truck or a car straight through a group of people and kills people indiscriminately for whatever reason. It's a horrendous attack which is very common because of the easiness of getting a vehicle these days. So I'm just approaching the road here. Have a look at this. Just note there, that is the blocker at the end of the street, and this is the big street. Epic Street is closed off. So I just want to mention there's a truck in the middle, there's traffic cones on the side and a plastic barrier. That is not going to stop any vehicle getting past. It's a deterrent. It's not actually a solution for a vehicle ramming attack. So if you was walking here with your family, just take note of that. First of all, if a vehicle is to slide by that, which it could do very easily, you'll hear something if you're paying attention. You're listening out for any engine revving or roaring, any screams or shouts in the crowd, or collisions like a vehicle smashing through a plastic barrier. For those of you new to my channel, I just want to go through a little breakdown of what I'm about. So I'm a bodyguard. I was in the British Special Forces for a bit, and I've worked surveillance, and I teach people how to protect themselves and their families using mainly situational awareness and other skills that I learned in my career. And the biggest protection skill in an event like this, the number one skill that the professionals use, is situational awareness. Situational awareness, or SA as we call it, is monitoring the environment you're in, knowing what's going on around you there, and you do this so you can quickly detect threats. The quicker you detect a threat, the quicker you can act and get out of the way.
You might have to find your gear hanging in the road
I'm indifferent.
As you can see, right there, it's a very family-orientated day. Families everywhere. It's a great event. It's a bed race down the main street. Basically stretchers. They're just different groups come together, run down the street. Great place to take your kids. So I have a lot of friends out there. Well, a few friends, a few people I know. They are so paranoid these days that they're not even going to go to an event like this because they're worried about a vehicle ramming attack or some other terrorist attack, you know, and that's not the way we want to live our lives. We can't let them get to us. But us as men, we do have to take the burden on as being the protector for our family, and that's a burden we should willingly be happy to take. I'm happy. It's our primal duty after all. So today I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to take that burden on and not worry your family with the dangers that could happen, which are likely not to happen, but unfortunately there is a possibility that something could happen. So first of all, a day like this, you are never going to hinder your senses. Never going to be on the phone to someone. You're never going to be listening to music. You're not going to be down looking at your phone. You're going to be present in the environment, and that's the primary thing, to be aware, situationally aware, and not preoccupied with other tasks.
That's Peter.
This race is just about to start here.
Trying don't like play for that. But it's that.
So yeah, if you're walking down the street like this with your family and you're looking for someone to stand, you always choose a place tactically. It's a tactical position, I call it. Say, for instance, if you was here and the shop was closed, it's not a good option. If you're going to sit in front here and the shop is open and the doorway's open, or there's an alleyway down there, if you get that early warning sign, you can quickly dart down there and make that fast decision. Another one is hard bits of cover on the street, like a lamppost right there. It's not great. Sometimes you get a truck, like over there, or metal bollards that are real deep in the ground, or concrete barriers. We have a lot of those in London. They've been installed because of the threat of terrorism. If you can stand near there, then you already have a plan in your head of what you're going to do. And that is part of it. Visualize what your plan would be should you hear that vehicle come screeching down the street. Visualization is an incredible tool. How are you going to move your children? Because you have to physically grab them, and maybe others in the area. Even if you are a single man, then you should be thinking how if you're standing there watching the event, you should be standing there thinking, oh, that child there would need to be moved, because others might not react in the same way as when you will react. And it's our responsibility as a man, it's our primal duty to protect the weaker ones around us. So yeah, if I was with my family, for instance, I'd take a position right here on the street, because I know that store there, and I know that I can go through the back and lock myself in my family into a room, a hard locking location, and that is a bit of respite. That's safety. That's a drill you use in close protection if you don't have a full escape route. If there was a vehicle or an attack or gunshots to ring out in the area, and I was on the curb just there, I'd grab my family straight into the shop, straight out the back, into a room, lock and barricade the door, and wait for it to pass by. That's it, basically. Little drills like that can save your life. As long as you visualize what you're going to do, then you're not caught with your pants down trying to think of something when everyone else is in the environment is flapping and looking around for where to run, where to hide, what to do. So another note on tactical positioning, you always want to protect your back. In a case like this, we're really looking for the best arcs of observation down the street where the likely direction of the threat is going to come to. So you want to stand back from your family so you can easily look left and right, up and down the street, and monitor what's going on. And you're not going to be high alert the whole time. You're really relying on your hearing, to be honest, and having a plan of action on what to do in case the worst case scenario happens. I talk about this stuff a lot, but I'm not on high alert ever. I just have good habits that set me up for success. That's what it's about, really, is not letting yourself down and always sticking to good rules of situational awareness, because it's always going to happen when you least expect it anyway. Yeah, if you do go to a parade, street event like that, you're not going to have the luxury of walking up and down on your own to do some reconnaissance, check it out, find the best place to stand. It doesn't work like that, you know. But when you do enter, just take note of what security measures are in place, if there's any barriers there, how easy it would be for a vehicle to come down the street, and just make sure you are aware of it. Also, be the leader in your family and choose a position tactically where you're going to stand and watch the show or enjoy the event. And don't forget, do enjoy the event. You don't have to be on high alert. You just have to have that burden on you. Fulfill your primal duty and be a man protector, even if you're out there on your own. And that's a wrap on that video. Just to recap, for any parade or street event that you go to, maintain your situational awareness by not hindering your senses. Don't look at phones, keep your head up, and stay away from distractions. Definitely don't be listening to music or nothing like that. Choose a tactical position for your family where you've got good arcs of vision up and down the street and you've got a clear view of your family. Monitor them, your children, whatever. And also, thirdly, visualize in that position what you're going to do if an attack were to happen right there and then. How are you going to grab your children? Where are you going to go with them? How are you going to secure them, get them off the X? In any sort of ambush situation, it's an extraction. You're getting out of there. You're not there to fight. You're there to tactical withdrawal, we call it, to safety. So I hope that was useful, and catch you next time.